What's up YouTube? It's Elijah Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K24 New Gen Center build video. And in today's video, we are going to be making last year's version of the 7'2" Catfish Rim Protector. I seen some requests for this build on the glitchy glass cleaner video, and so I went and took a look, and wow, this build is pretty balanced. In the right hands, I think some people are going to be able to do some pretty crazy things with this build. Now this is kind of where my community tab, post, or question, whatever you want to come about, because I made an experimental type build. I played one game on it, and then while I was cooking food, I noticed that there was comments requesting last year's 7'2" Catfish Rim Protector. So I went and took a look and made it, and I was like, holy crap, this actually looks awesome. I really want to try this build. So then I ended up making this one when I just made another build, and then again the next day while I was cooking food once again, I'm just messing around looking at center builds, and I found something else that intrigued me as well. And I'm like, well damn, this looks pretty cool. Like, I think this could definitely play well, but as you guys know, I like to include gameplay, a little mixtape at the start, and a full-length rec gameplay at the end, just to give you guys an idea of how the build plays. And of course my experiences with it to show you guys that the builds do actually work. But again, it takes time to get gameplay, get the clips that I want to get some gameplays that I want to get, so it does take me like a week or two depending, usually only a week, but still, when I have 3 builds like this, so the build that I last found intrigued me, it wouldn't be able to be posted until like 3 weeks from now, because I still got to work on this build, then I got to work on the build that I just made before this one, and then I could finally get to the third one. So it does take a lot of time, and at this point in the year, for like the first month of NBA 2K24 or the first start of the release, I feel like I'm not posting enough if I'm doing it like that, but a lot of you guys don't mind. You said quality over quantity. I honestly do agree. I think I'm just going to stick to this formula, and like you guys said, this is what makes it my channel. Nobody else really does it like this, and it's what you guys tune in for. Now, a lot of you did comment and say, you have earned our trust with these builds. You can go ahead and post some occasional ones without gameplay, and so that might happen. I might end up posting a couple builds that don't have any gameplay with them, but I think I am going to just stick to putting gameplay with these center build videos. Even if it is time consuming, I do like to take my time and actually play with them and see how I feel about them. Let you make your own decisions, and if you want to tweak some things in the build, that's totally up to you. But okay, enough of me talking. Let's get into the 7'2" Catfish Interior Threat is what it's called this year. But again, it's a very, very balanced build, and I think if you are a skilled center that can shoot with the low 3 ball, this will definitely be up your alley. So of course, we're going 7'2", and we are going to drop the weight to 224 pounds. So it's the exact same as the glitchy glass cleaner, and you want to go 8'0" wingspan. So again, the 224 is because that's where we get that 99 defensive rebound. And the 7'2" Catfish Rim Protector from last year, it had Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So we had to put Hall of Fame rebound chaser on here. The 7'2" Catfish Rim Protector was more of a balanced build, and so this one is obviously going to be more of a balanced build as well. Again, I know people aren't going to like that 75 strength, and this is going to have a 77 interior defense, so you can get bullied in the post a little bit, and the post moves can be tough to guard at times depending on the build, so you might have some bad matchups, but honestly that happens maybe like once in every 10 or 20 games. There's really not a lot of like pure post goers out there. There are some nice rebounders and poppers that have the 90 strength, so that can be tough at times, but again, you're gonna have the speed advantage. You're still 7'2", you can still shoot the ball, you still have good rebounding and everything, so you can definitely make it work. But again, that 73 3 ball, it is kind of tough to consistently shoot, so you got to be patient with it, and if you are a good shooter with a lower 3 ball, you'll probably end up loving this build. And click continue. So for our close shot, we're going to go up to an 86. I really wish that I could have got a 90 close shot on this for gold fast twitch. I really do like that gold fast twitch. Silver's all right. It takes a little bit of getting used to, like it's definitely usable and everything like that, but we wanted to go to 86 close shot because that will get us gold fearless finisher. We obviously haven't put our strength on here yet, but that's why we went to 86 close shot. That's the threshold for the fearless finisher. But like I said, like that gold fast twitch, I would highly recommend trying to get that, but the way this build worked, and like I said, it's more of a balanced build, we had to go to an 86 on this because we had to sacrifice a little bit to gain in some other categories. But still, it is absolutely usable. You can still make it around the rim, and you can still do post hooks. You will get that bronze post hook specialist and Hall of Fame pro touch. In our driving layup, we are going to go to a 78. You can actually go to a 79, but that 78 level, that will give us some different layup packages. I believe you get Nikola Jokic, Domantas Sabonis, and Joel Embiid. So it's just nice to have a little bit of variety and different options of layup packages for you to use. In the driving dunk, we are going to go to an 82. So that 82 will actually get us the Sean Kemp dunk package, which is of course going to be really nice. And there is some contact dunks included in there. And I think if you do activate the finishing takeover, you actually can get some driving dunks with this build, but we only get pro standing contact dunks actually. So we only go up to an 81 standing dunk, because as you see there, that's going to get us that silver precision dunker. Rise up also will be included with this. That is the threshold for silver rise up as well, except we just haven't increased our vertical yet. So as you've seen in the mixtape, you still can get some standing contact dunks. And just like the build last year, that's all we had on this build as well. We actually had like an 80 driving layup, 80 driving dunk, and an 80 standing dunk. So this is pretty similar, but it just made sense to go to an 82 driving dunk and a 78 driving layup, but they pretty much equaled each other as of last year. And last year we had an 85 close shot, this year we had an 86. So again, very similar to last. Post control, we are going to leave that at a 56. And our 3-point shot, we are going to max this out to a 73. And we are not going to get a mid-range on this build actually. Last year I think we got like a 70 or a 65, somewhere around there. So, but just again, the way the build worked out, we weren't able to increase this. So like the 7'2" glitchy glass cleaner, we went up to a 76 mid-range shot, so we were able to get some different shot releases. Now it is kind of tough with a 73 3-point shot, but I was using the Andre drum and bass and the exact same jump shot that I used on my 7'3" Sabonis build. But I'm only shooting about like 35% with this 73 3 ball, so it is a little bit inconsistent. I think the best shooting game I had was 4 for 6 from 3, but I've had some games where I've gone like 2 for 9 and like 1 for 5, so I'm kind of all over the place with the shooting on this. So I'm still trying to find a more reliable jump shot for this, but on my Sabonis build, the Andre drum and bass, I really liked it. I was shooting 50% with it, but it's that F timing stability. You can really feel it with the lower 3 ball. With the higher 3 balls, you can get away with that lower timing stability, but if you have a lower 3 ball, you can really feel it. All of a sudden your shot timing is a little bit different. I've set some pick and fades, pick and pops or whatever like that. I've had normal speeds, and then sometimes I'll just be standing there wide open, or I maybe made like an off ball cut and received a pass and I didn't get time to really set my feet and activate my claymore, and all of a sudden it's like a little bit of a slower jump shot. So you can notice a little bit of the timing changes, and of course the green window is not as big obviously. So that's why I'm like, if you are a skilled shooter and you can shoot with this 73 3 ball, you will probably love this build. But again, I am still trying to find my consistency, and of course with that Sabonis build we get gold and silver shooting badges, whereas here we pretty much get bronze and 1 silver shooting badge. But again, if you can activate that claymore helps a ton. And for our free throw, we're going to go up to a 70, so we're actually 1 point away from free points unfortunately, but again, just the way the build worked out, we could only go up to a 70 free throw, but you should be able to green that. You'll probably shoot 70 to 75% from the free throw line with this rating. And we are able to get pass accuracy on this build. We're going to go up to a 68 to get that bronze break starter. Just like last year, that's all we had on this build, and I honestly don't know if I really even liked the 68 pass accuracy. There was one game where I had like 6 turnovers and I was trying to throw fast break passes, and like it was just fumble after fumble animation and throwing it out of bounds, and it literally felt the same as a 25 pass accuracy, and the speed of the passes does not feel that much different from a 25 pass accuracy as well. But again, I know people, they'll see 25 pass accuracy and comment no pass accuracy and all that kind of stuff, and I do get it. I absolutely do get it 100%, but some games, even with this 68 pass accuracy, it feels like I'm using a 25 or 30 pass accuracy. So I was like, damn, like I don't even know if it's really worth it to get this 68 pass accuracy, because I know I can make a 25 pass accuracy work and I'm still getting about the same amount of assists as I do as a 25 pass accuracy. So it almost would have been, to me, to drop the pass accuracy and then put my close shot up to like a 90, and then maybe give me some more offensive rebound if I could. But again, I know majority of users, they want that pass accuracy, but again, if I remade this build for me to use, I probably would drop the pass accuracy. I cannot lie. There's not really that much of a difference in my mind from that 68 to like a 25 and 30. But again, to each his own, but if I had to remake this, I think I would drop this pass accuracy, and I'll even talk about the defensive rebound actually. We're gonna get there. We're making our way through it. And for this build, we're actually going to get some speed with ball and ball handle. So I ended up maxing this out to a 50 speed with ball, and then just a 45 ball handle comes with it. There was a comment on the 7'2" glitchy glass cleaner video that I noticed, and it said, why did you take the ability to move with the ball away from him? And I didn't even really think about that, but I didn't think it was really necessary for that build to be able to dribble. But now that I did put the speed with ball and ball handle on, it does feel nice, especially coming down with that defensive rebound. You can go coast to coast with it. It does feel nice, and especially in playmaking takeover or Mamba mentality, if that's activated, you can really feel that. So I actually do like the speed with ball and ball handle on it. Again, I don't think it's an absolute necessity, but it is nice to be able to like go coast to coast or anything like that and have a little bit of speed with ball. So again, if I remade the glitchy glass cleaner, I'd probably probably dropped the pass accuracy in that, and I probably would have gave myself some speed with ball and ball handle. Our interior defense, we are going to go up to a 77, so we are going to get gold anchor and Hall of Fame rebound chaser on this build. So it is a nice defensive build. Again, the low strength, I know, and if you are up against like a pure post scorer, 7'3", 7'2", even a 7-footer, and they got that 90 plus strength and 90 post control, they will be able to drop step you and move you out the way, and you're going to be stuck in animations and you can't contest anything. So that will happen, but again, I've only been up against one build so far that has done that to any of these builds. Not that many people out there have that big, strong, 90 plus strength, 90 post control, drop stepper type of build. And again, the likeliness of them doing that to you every single possession is pretty low. And honestly, if they do that every single possession, they just keep getting 2s after 2s after 2s after 2s. And if you play team ball against them on the other end and you get 3-pointers, like, they're not going to win. But again, you will have some games against some centers that are bad matchups, and then you're going to have some games against some builds that are good matchups for you, and vice versa. So again, it's just a game of matchups and how other builds play. But still, 77 tier defense, we are going to get a 92 block to get gold anchor. Perimeter defense, we are going to max this out to a 65. So the cool thing about this, if you do activate the defensive takeover, or you get Mamba mentality, and maybe you have juice perk along with it, you're getting 10 plus to your perimeter defense. So it's 7'2" with a 75 plus perimeter defense and takeover. That is actually pretty crazy. You could be almost at 80 if you use juice likely. I still don't know what juice exactly does yet, or how much increases your attributes. I'm assuming it's plus 15 instead of plus 10, but I could be wrong. And if it is plus 15, then you're getting an 80 perimeter defense and takeover at 7'2", which is absolutely insane. So again, this is going to be a great park build as well too. This will allow you to play in the park, and you are going to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser. There's not going to be many 7'2" builds out there. You will be a bit slow, so they will be able to run the fast break on you quite a bit, but still, you'll be able to finish. You can still pass the ball. You can still shoot kind of somewhat, and you'll be able to protect the paint as well too. So it could be an extremely fun park build as well. And we are going to get a steal on this build as well too. We're going to go up to 60 so we can get that bronze interceptor badge. 7'2" with an 8-foot wingspan, you can get quite a few passing lane steals. So that's going to be extremely nice to have. Like I said, this was a very well-rounded build, just like last year. And last year we had perimeter defense and steal, and this year we are going to get it again. And like I said, 92 block, we want to get that gold anchor, so we are going to put this all the way up to 92. And as you can see, that gold anchor badge does pop up. And of course, we will get chase zone artist as well, and we are going to get gold pogo stick as well. But once again, we haven't finished our attributes yet. So our defensive rebound, we are going to get a 99 on this. So we are going to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser on this build. And like I said, we get gold anchor as well, so it is a nice defensive combo. And our offensive rebound, we're only going to get a 65. I really do wish I could have got more offensive rebound, and like I said, I probably would have dropped the pass accuracy on this, because I don't feel much of a difference honestly between that 68 and having a no pass accuracy build. I've been getting about the same amount of assists, and I can still complete my out passes. But again, I know people want that pass accuracy, and if you do get takeover or Mamba mentality, that is plus 10 or plus 15, I believe, if you have juice perk, so you can get an 80 plus pass accuracy in takeover, which is extremely nice. But after having most of my builds that have an offensive rebound or a high offensive rebound, man, it was so weird not to be able to really crash the boards and get offensive rebounds like I was used to. And honestly, this 99 defensive rebound has been fairly underwhelming to me. Don't get me wrong, you can still get some absolutely nasty snags, but again, I didn't feel much of a difference from an 85 defensive rebound to a 99 defensive rebound. So I really think I like the setup of like the 92 or 93 offensive rebound and an 85, 84 defensive rebound. I actually think that is probably the most optimal. Or if you do want Hall of Fame rebound chaser, I would recommend going with the 99 offensive rebound and then the 84 defensive rebound, or 85 defensive rebound, whatever it works out to. There was just sometimes I remember playing against this one 6'8" build, and like we both had 20 plus rebounds, and I was like, how is this guy rebounding with me? This is absolutely insane. And he even got some offensive rebounds over me, and like a couple of times I was out of position, but there was one time that I had position and he got the rebound, and I'm like, I know he doesn't have a 99 offensive rebound, how is he getting this over me? And then even some other builds, and I'm like, this doesn't feel that much different from the 85 defensive rebound. I'm getting just as many rebounds as I did. So again, it's very interesting. So I think if I was to remake this build, I probably would drop the pass accuracy, and I'd probably switch the defensive rebound for the offensive rebound and go 99 offensive rebound and and an 84 or 85 defensive rebound. And then of course I would try and give myself some more close shot if I did drop the pass accuracy as well. But still, on paper, this looks absolutely nasty. And don't get me wrong, again, the 99 defensive rebound is nice. You do get some really nice snag animations, but it's still, some of the times the offensive rebounds that people get over you, it's like, what? Like 99 defensive rebound for what? Like, I'm doing just as well with my 85 defensive rebound and gold rebound chaser. So I don't know, up to you guys, but it still is nice, don't get me wrong. But again, I think the most optimal thing would be to do the 99 offensive rebound and an 85 defensive rebound if I was to remake this build. But if we do that, we are making this extremely close to the 7'2" glitchy glass cleaner for this year, but totally up to you guys. This will still play nice, but again, there's just sometimes where people get rebounds over you and it's like what? So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And our speed, we are going to max that out to a 60 so we can get that bronze chase down artist, and we want the most speed that we can get. Acceleration, we can leave that at a 45. It would have been nice to get big driver on this build, but it actually isn't possible on this build. We can't get the 55 ball handle, so we can't get the big driver badge, but if we were able to get this, I probably would have increased this acceleration so we could have at least got big driver on bronze or silver. That would have been really fun on this build, but unfortunately we're not able to get it. Strength, I maxed that out. I wanted the most strength that I can get. It's like I was talking about before with this build, you will get bullied at times, but again, running into those 90+ strength post scorers that just gonna drop step you all the time, I've only played against one of them so far. Since 2 weeks of the game, I've only played against one of them. And again, they're not going to do that to you every single possession. If they do, they're probably not going to win either, because if they're just going to get a 2 every single possession and then you have a full team, or you have a team that can shoot, like, you're gonna win. So I know it's definitely not optimal. You can definitely make it work, and then again, if you activate the physicals takeover, you can get +10, or I'm just assuming it's +15 with juice. I don't actually know, but it would make sense if it's +15. So then you could get a 90 strength that way. And you still get a few badges, so you still get bronze bulldozer and bronze brick wall, silver box out beast. So you will get swam a few times if somebody is running Hall of Fame box out beast. That can be tough, but for the most part, you can box out and hold your own. That gold fearless finisher like I was talking about, that's going to be nice too. And we do get bronze immovable enforcer, so we do have it on some type of level, but again, it's not that gold level that you get with the 90+ strength. So again, there's going to be some bad matchups for this build, and then there's going to be some good matchups for this build. It's just like real basketball. Victor Wembanyama, Bull, they're both skinny guys. They obviously have their strength deficiencies, getting back down on the post, but they have the agility, the shot making, all like that to counter against that. And then that's going to be tough for the big slow builds. They don't want to come out and guard you in the 3-point line. So again, it's just a game of matchups. There's going to be bad matchups and there's going to be good matchups. And we ended up going to a 75 vertical on this only. We do have that 99 defensive rebound, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, and that 75 vertical does allow us to get that gold pogo stick. And like I said, I wanted this to be a little bit more of an all-around build, but the more vertical you can get, the better for sure. That's going to help out with your rebounding and blocks 100%. And we are able to get bronze posterizer on this build as well too. And then the rest of the points you want to put on the stamina, which is going to go to 92, and I believe that gives us that silver workhorse badge. So there we have it, this year's version of the 7'2" Catfish Rim Protector, but this year it's called the 7'2" Catfish Interior Threat. So a very balanced build all the way around. Nice finishing inside, you can still shoot the ball, you got some playmaking, you can still handle the ball, go coast to coast, you got gold anchor, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, you got some perimeter defense, you can take this to the park, it should be super fun in the park, and we got some speed, physicals, most strength that we can get, and of course stamina. So now that we have our attributes, let's run through the badges that this build will get. So again, that silver fast twitch, I really do wish we could have got gold, and like I said, if I was to remake this build, probably would drop the pass accuracy, and I would switch the offensive rebound to 99 and then have an 84 or an 85 defensive rebound if I could do that. But it'd be super nice to be able to get that gold fast twitch. Silver's okay once again, like I said, but I really do like having gold fast twitch on a center build. You just got to use your pump fakes, make sure you're open, and take it up. But we do have gold fearless finisher. We still get that gold masher, which is also going to help us be able to finish around the rim, even with that little bit of a lower close shot. And we do have bronze hook specialist with that Hall of Fame pro touch. Both of those stack for your post hooks and your 7'2", so you can still hit them with those nasty post hooks. I really love doing that. If you guys haven't, get in your post hook bag this year. It is like basically free points. It is super easy feet of time. Pretty much as soon as like the ball goes by his head, kind of, you can release it, but just practice it, and once you get it down, it's pretty easy. Silver whistle and bronze spot finder to finish out the close shot related badges. 78 driving layup, gold fearless finisher. We can get gold aerial wizard. We have an 82 driving dunk, and as you've seen in the very first clip of this video, we did get a nasty contact putback dunk, and I was hyped. That was my first putback dunk this year, so I was extremely hyped. We do get silver slithery, that's silver bunny, Hall of Fame pro touch like you just seen, gold 2-step, so those Euro steps are going to be nice, silver whistle, gold flow game. I really do love this badge. I gotta try some more driving floats with this build, and other builds I keep forgetting about it, but even then, if you get an offensive rebound, you can do this nice little short floater, and this badge pops up. That's extremely nice. Scooper, I actually don't know how to do scoop layups, so I still kind of have to try out this badge. And of course, gold spin cycle, so we can hit them with the nasty spins and finish those nice driving dunks or layups. 82 driving dunk, a lot of the same similar badges as you've seen in the driving layup. Only difference is that you can see the bronze posterizer, and we do get silver precision dunker, and you're also going to see that in the 81 standing dunk as well too. So again, the 81 standing dunk, silver fast twitch, we do get that silver rise up now that we have our vertical increased, that gold aerial wizard, and silver precision dunker. 56 post control doesn't get us a ton other than hook specialist and post playmaker. It's also nice to have, and it does stack with the bronze dimer that comes with the 68 pass accuracy. So if you are posting up, you can fake a post hook or whatever, or if you're just posting up and somebody has a nice backdoor cut, that'll pop up. It is nice to have, but nothing crazy with this post control. 58 mid-range shot, we don't really get anything with that. It's the 73 three-pointer that really gives us our badges here. So with that 73 three ball, like I said, I'm only shooting about 35% with this. I am using that Andre Drummond base, and the F timing stability is a little bit tough. It does change your jump shot speeds here and there, so it can be a little bit frustrating. But as you've seen, if you get that sharpshooting takeover, you can still shoot from deep and you can hit most of your shots. But we only get bronze and silver shooting badges. So bronze catch and shoot, silver claymore. I highly recommend trying to activate this. If you can stand still in the corner or wherever you are for a couple seconds and get this to activate, that will help you so much green your shot. Corner specialist, that's always nice. Blinders is nice as well too. Green machine, so we can lock in our greens. Silver whistle comes with it. Bronze open looks, and of course bronze guard up. So nothing really crazy with our shooting badges. We do get some bronze ones to help us with that 73 three ball, but like I said, I'm still pretty inconsistent with this. So I might try out some other jumpers if I can find something else that I really like. I'm not sure if I can even try Derek Favors with the releases that I like on this, because we needed like a 76 mid-range in order to get those in the 7'2" glitchy glass and everything. So I'm still kind of trying things out, but as from right now, I'm still using this Andre Drummond jump shot. 70 free throw doesn't get us anything. We're 1 point away from getting bronze free points. That would have been nice, but just the way the build worked out, we weren't able to get it. 68 pass accuracy, we're gonna get bronze break starter, bronze dimer, bronze post playmaker, and bronze relay passer. They are nice bronze badges to have, but again, this pass accuracy, I don't know if it feels worth it. I almost would rather just drop it to like the 25 or 30, whatever it's gonna come out to be. But again, I know people want their pass accuracy, they want to see that rating to at least be able to get that bronze break starter. But again, I had one game, there's been a couple games where I'm like, this feels no different than having no pass accuracy. So to each his own again, but if I was to remake this build, I probably would drop this for my personal preference, because I know I can make a low pass accuracy build work. But again, to make this the fully complete build that any user could use, if they don't feel comfortable without the pass accuracy, this will absolutely work. 45 ball handle and 50 speed with ball, that doesn't get us any badges actually, but it is nice to be able to move with the ball a little bit up the court. You can go coast to coast, and again, in takeover, you can really move with the ball at 7'2". It does feel nice, and it also helps with your slashing and pick and rolling and everything like that. 77 interior defense, gold anchor like we were talking about, bronze post lockdown. Like I said, you will get drop stepped on this build. It is going to happen in some games. There is going to be some bad matchups for this build, but again, you are going to have some good matchup games and you'll have some bad matchup games. So just be aware, like, it is going to happen. It's inevitable. You will get drop stepped on this build because of not enough high enough post lockdown and the lower strength. 65 perimeter defense, we do get workhorse through this, and we do get bronze off-ball pest. I actually really do like bronze off-ball pest, so if you can get a 58 perimeter defense, I would recommend it. And no, this sounds like it's a perimeter badge, but even if somebody's cutting like a back door on you or cutting to the rack, you can actually get some bump animations, and it takes them a second longer, and it's harder for them to make this easy backdoor cut right behind you, and you can't do anything about it. You get some really nice animations with this, so I do actually recommend trying out this badge if you can get it. 60 steal, all that gets us is bronze interceptor. Pretty self-explanatory there. 92 block, once again, get that gold anchor, silver chase down artist, and gold pogo stick through this. 65 offensive rebound. The main thing that we get through this is bronze post playmaker, since we have a bit of pass accuracy and offensive rebound. But the defensive rebound Rebound, that gives us Silver Box Out Beast, Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, and Gold Pogo Stick. And like I said, I haven't been too impressed with the 99 Defensive Rebound. If I could remake this, I would switch this to the 99 Offensive Rebound and an 84 Defensive Rebound or an 85 Defensive Rebound. I really did not feel a ton of difference between a 99 Defensive Rebound and an 84, 85 Defensive Rebound. Again, you do get some really nice snag animations, but if I was to remake this build, like I said, I'd probably drop the pass accuracy, switch to offensive and defensive rebound, and try and get a 90 close shot. I think then this build would be absolutely incredible. It still is a very nice build. We are going to get into a 20 and 20 gameplay later, but these have just been my thoughts with this build so far. 60 speed, that's going to get us that silver chase down artist. It's nice to have, and again, you get Mamba mentality with your physicals and defensive boost takeover. You can get some pretty nasty chase down blocks. 45 acceleration, that's tied into bronze spot finder, so that'll help you get open off the ball. 75 strengths, we do get silver box out beast, bronze brick wall, bronze bulldozer, gold fearless, bronze post lockdown, and bronze immovable enforcer. So nothing too crazy there, and like I said, it is going to happen. You are going to get back down. You are going to get drop stepped on this build. It will happen, but I've only played against one of those builds so far. It's been 2 weeks and I've only played against one of those builds. So there is going to be bad matchups for this build, but there's also going to be good matchups. I can't say that enough. Like, there will be games that you are going to get pissed off and drop stepped on, and that's all they're going to do to you. And it is going to be frustrating, but again, you can come back on offense in your end, hit some threes, you can make some plays, pick and rolls, pick and pop, hit them with the post hooks, you can still get some contact dunks, you can still do the whole works. But I know it will be frustrating, but still, like I said, maybe like 1 in every 20 games or something like that. 75 vertical, it's tied in with our silver rise up, gold aerial wizard, silver chase down artist, gold pogo stick, and bronze posterizer. But the main thing with that 75 vertical was the gold pogo stick, and that's going to go nice with Hall of Fame rebound chaser and the gold anchor. And lastly, 92 stamina to get us that silver workhorse badge. So now if we click continue, now this is what absolutely blew my mind. Look at these comparisons. Victor Wembanyama as the first one, Walker Kessler, and Ralph Sampson. Now I'm not sure if Victor is officially listed at 7'4", but Ralph Sampson was 7'4", and it's kind of crazy. Ralph Sampson was one of the most hyped up draft prospects coming into the NBA. Even during his high school career, they're already saying he's gonna go #1 in the NBA. He was college player of the year. He absolutely dominated the college level. It's wild. If Victor's listed at 7'4", and Ralph Sampson's also 7'4", two of the most hyped up draft prospects at 7'4" in the same comparison. I was like, this is incredible. Like, I was so hyped when I seen this, and that's why I was like, I gotta make this build. I gotta get this video out. I gotta put the build that I just made yesterday on hold. That can be after this, because the comparisons for this build is absolutely insane, and all the ratings that I get and how well rounded it was. I was like, I have to try this build. I gotta get this video out there. But man, I was absolutely blown away by this. If you don't know who Ralph Sampson is, look him up. Look up some stories about him. Look up how hyped he was coming into his NBA debut, because he was just as hyped up as Victor Wembanyama or more, and they're both 7'4" freaks, man. Ralph couldn't shoot threes like Victor. He wasn't a shot creator like Victor was, but still, like, the shot blocking abilities and the ability to dominate inside. They both had similar frames. So many similarities between Victor and Ralph in some ways. And it does come out to Interior Threat, like I said. So this year it's a 7'2" Catfish Interior Threat instead of the 7'2" Catfish Rim Protector. But pretty similar to the build last year as well too. I tried to get it as similar as I could, and we are pretty close. So next up, I will show you guys which attributes to upgrade first, and I will show you guys which jump shot I've been rocking on this build. So the way that I first upgraded this build, I completely maxed out my finishing except for the post control. So I wanted to get that silver fast twitch. I wanted to be able to get those layup packages. I wanted to get my Sean Cap dunk package, and I wanted to be able to get my silver rise up. So like I said, you can leave your post control. Mid-range, probably gonna be the last thing that I upgrade. Three-pointer, we want to max that out so we can stretch the floor off rip, and I ended up increasing my free throw to a 70, so if we do get fouled, we can still knock down our free throws, no problem. Pass accuracy, I maxed this out. I wanted to be able to get that bronze break starter off rip as well, and I maxed out my speed with ball to a 50 as well. I want to be able to move the ball. I hadn't tried out this rating yet, so I increased this. Again, you probably don't have to increase this. If you don't want to, you can do this later on, but I wanted to try this out, and I wanted to be able to move with the ball a little bit. Interior defense went up to a 72 to go with an 87 block, so we can get silver anchor off rip on this build, which is really nice. Offensive rebound went up to a 40, just the way the build worked out. I didn't want to have a 25 offensive rebound. I wanted to be able to try to get some more offensive rebounds with this build, especially being 7'2" with an 8-foot wingspan and decent athleticism. I thought we'd be able to get some. You still can get some offensive rebounds. It's still pretty tough with the 40, so you got to get up to that 65 level, and then you can start getting a few more. And of course, I wanted to start with Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, or be able to get Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser off rip, so we do max out our defensive rebound to a 99. Speed, we are going to go up to a 60. We want the most speed that we can get off rip, and we are going to max out our strength, vertical, and stamina. So we're pretty much going to max out all of our physicals except for the acceleration. And acceleration, probably one of the last things I'm going to upgrade. The last things I would upgrade probably are acceleration and mid-range. Your post control, if you increase it up to a level, then you can get bronze hook specialist, which will help you out. But what I would focus on next, probably offensive rebound, and then perimeter defense and steal if you want to do that, and then post control, ball handle. But lastly would be mid-range and acceleration. So very usable off rip, get up to an 89 overall. You got your finishing, you got your shooting, you can still pass the ball, you got silver anchor, and you got Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, or the ability to get it, and you have physicals. So pretty solid build to start off with. You can bring this into the rec right off rip, off your rebirth with those silver badges, and you can start going to work. So for the jump shot that I was using on this build, the exact same jump shot as I was using on the 7'3" post scoring stretch dimer, Arvydas Sabonis build. Andre Drummond base, Franz Wagner release 1, Tim Duncan release 2, 52% on Franz Wagner and 48% on Tim Duncan. It does give us an A release speed, which I really do like, and I like the verticality of it. We got a nice decent release height at B and a defensive immunity at B as well. It's just that F timing stability. So I am only shooting 35% with this build with that 73 3-pointer. I think with the lower 3-ball, it definitely helps to have a better timing stability, where on the 7'3" Sabonis build, where I have an 83 ball with the F timing stability, it doesn't make as much of a difference because I was still shooting 50% on that build. So a 15% difference from an 80 to a 73. So I really think it is because of this timing stability. You can really feel it more. Like, you'll be wide open, ready to shoot. All of a sudden, it's your timing's a little bit different. It's like, what? Like, but that's because of that F timing stability. So you don't feel it as much at the higher 3-point rating, because your green window is bigger, and you also have better shooting badges to go with that as well too. So it kind of negates it and counters it. But with only bronze shooting badges and a 73 3-ball, it's harder to hit that green window. But still, you can still hit it, and especially if you're in sharpshooting takeover, you can absolutely be money. Again, there is some pretty skilled stretches out there that can hit pretty good with the 73 3-ball. But again, let me know your jump shots down below. If you got some nice jump shots for a 73 3-ball, let me know in the comments below. But next up, we are going to get into some red gameplay. We dropped 20 plus points and 20 plus rebounds on this build, so we can get some nice 20 and 20s with that Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser. And we do get some pretty nice plays in here. We get some nice pull-up deep threes, some nice dunks, and a little bit of everything. So let's get into it. All right, so here we've got the 23 point, 24 rebound, 3 assists, no block or steal, but 10 of 13 from the field and 1 of 3 from 3-point land. And we are up against a 7'1" build, so a nice little matchup for us in this gameplay here. But as you can see already, that 50 speed of the ball coming in nice, because I could never move off a rebound like that. Starting off with a nice little standing dunk, that 81 standing dunk and silver rise up coming in handy right there. And we can see that gold pogo stick badge popping as well. So my initial thoughts on this build, it was a little bit tough to use at the very start. There were some growing pains with it. I was a little underwhelmed with it, but as I started increasing it and getting my badges up, it became a lot better. And as you see here, that nice little post hook, I highly recommend you guys getting your post hook bag, especially with that Hall of Fame Pro Touch. You can pretty much get it on all the center builds. I don't think I've had it lower than Hall of Fame on any of my builds, but still, it will come extremely handy, especially if people are sitting paint on you or they're a little bit smaller. They don't jump. You notice especially that if you pump fake trying to get them to jump, trying to draw fouls, and they never ever jump, hit them with the post hook, because they're not going to be able to contest it unless they jump. So it's a nice little tip there. If you notice somebody is only playing hands up defense, hit them with that post hook. It's extremely nice. But a near double-double at halftime, 6 points, 11 rebounds. Nothing too crazy in this gameplay, but just a nice solid gameplay overall. I wish we could get some blocks or steals. We are almost averaging 3 blocks per game on this build, so I have been impressed with the blocking on this build. But of course, like I was saying, if you do have a bad matchup against a post scorer with the high post control, high strength that just drop steps you, it can be tough. But again, you're going to be faster than them. You can stretch the floor. You can make them guard you instead of guarding the paint. Open up the lanes for your teammates with this build. And again, if you are a skilled stretch that can shoot with a 73 or low 70s 3-ball, you'll probably love this build. But again, like I said, I think what I'd rather do is go with a 99 offensive rebound and an 84 or an 85 defensive rebound. I think that is a lot better, to be honest. Like I said, 99 defensive rebound is nice. You can still get some really nice snag animations. Once again, look how deep that post hook was. 86 close shot as well too, but bronze hook specialist and Hall of Fame pro touch comes in really, really nice. Nice little standing dunk animation right there as well too with the 81 standing dunk. But again, I was used to having offensive rebound all of these other builds that I've made this year, so it was a little bit of an adjustment not being able to go crash for boards like I'm normally used to. Post playmaker popping right there. Like I said, if you can post up, somebody has a nice backdoor cut, you can hit him on that. Bronze dimer and bronze post playmaker will pop with that. And it does have decent pass speed, so the 68 pass accuracy is all right. But again, I didn't feel too much of a difference between that and 25. But pulling up from deep with the 7'2" Catfish Interior Threat with a 73 3 ball. That's the only three that we hit this game. We had two other 3-ball opportunities that were both wide open catch and shoots, but unfortunately I did not green them. And that's again that gold float game badge. That nice little 5-foot floater, whatever it is super nice. I actually really love that. It can get blocked, it can be annoying because I am trying to block it more like, but still nice little coming in there, and it's easy to finish. Offensive rebound with that 65 offensive rebound like I was talking about. I wish I could get more, but you still can get a few. And there's the gameplay. 23 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 of 13, and 1 of 3 from 3-point land. Again, a very solid build still. There is some growing pains with it. I did struggle with it at the very start, but as we increased it, got our badges up, it became a lot better. But hope you guys enjoyed the build. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like, sub if you're new, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.